All right, grade 12s. Now that we have completed everything, now that we have addressed all the issues, here's an example that I want you to pause the video and go through. But I'm going to continue with this. I'm going to continue answering the questions. Now, the first thing is that we are given this complex number. We are given this complex number, and then this is the value of A, and this is the value of B. Now they say the first question says determine the conjugate of this complex number. Now remember, what is it that we said? We said that whenever they want the conjugate, this is how we represent the conjugate, and then we said we are only going to swap that sign, the sign that is attached to I. So we're going to have negative 2 minus 3i. That is the conjugate pair of that complex. And then they also want modulus of this complex number. Now, what is the modulus? Remember, we said that modulus, it is equal to the square root of a squared plus b squared. And then we will then have to substitute the values of a and b. We go back to our equation. This is our a and that is our b. Now we just substitute negative 2 squared plus 3 squared. And then we punch that into the calculator. It will give us 13, root of 13. So our modulus is the root of 13. And then the other question that which they want, they say that they want us to represent the complex number on the Argand diagram. It must be C. Now this is how we do it. Remember, whenever they talk about the Argand diagram, they're talking about the complex number Cartesian plane. Now we have a negative x. Remember, we said that we will have a as our x and b as our y. The value of a is negative 2. The value of y is positive 3. In other words, our diagram is going to exist in this quadrant. We will have negative 1, negative 2, 1, 2, and 3. Remember, we said that we are going to do those dots, and then where they meet, what is it that we do? We write those coordinates. So we will have negative 2 is to 3. That is what we expected to write. And then we will then draw our modulus here. This is where our modulus will then have to exist. Right. We have represented our complex number here. And then after writing, drawing this, don't forget to say z is equals to negative 2 plus 3i. That is the complete sense of writing that. And then D, letter D, they say to us, determine the argument of the complex number. Remember, we said that the argument is theta, and then we said that theta is equals to the arc function of tan into b over a. That is what we have to do. And remember, we have negative 2 and 3. In other words, we are then going to have the arc function of tan into 3 over negative 2 closed bracket. When you punch that into the calculator, you will get negative 56,309. After doing this, remember that this is our reference angle. Now you just have to add 180 to negative 56,93. If you do that, you will get the value of 123,61 degree. And then this will be our argument angle. And then the last one, they say represent your complex number on a polar form. We said that polar form is us writing that it is equals to the value of r cis theta. which is going to be the root of 13, CIS 123,61, and then we said that we must write it in this fashion: 123,61. I hope that you realize how simple this thing is. I want to pose these questions again. Kindly go through those questions again and be fair to yourself. Answer those questions. Change the value of your complex. Change the value of your complex. Give yourself something that is similar to that, but that is not that one. And then try and attempt to find something that is better that you can answer these questions. Okay.